Well, today is August 30th, and we woke up to 49 degrees this morning, so it feels pretty cold. Sun is out. Got an inch of rain in the last couple days that we needed really bad. We had a very dry summer this year. Thought I'd start at this end of the steps this time. It's been a couple of changes. Sun's not right. It's in my eyes. There we go. I really kind of like this container that I just stuck a bunch of extras in. I don't think I would bother with the dark potato vine. I don't think it did well in any of my containers this year. So, kind of pointless. Every year I trim that vanilla strawberry hydrangea back so it won't be as far over the walkway, but it doesn't help. That's okay. It's beautiful. I would like to have quite a bit of that fan flower next year. It did really well for me. Although most of my petunias that were in the ground did well for me as well, except for Hoopla. Hoopla died in the ground. And most of my container petunias as well. It's pretty little sunrise shot just coming over the trees, hitting the hydrangeas there. The Tierra Pinks did really well, so I would definitely use more of them. These were the only 5 I had, and they did not die. I had 4 and 1. They did not die on me. However, I would like something a little bit neater here so that it doesn't cover up my Munstead roses. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do the Proven Winners dahlias there this next year. I don't know. I could do that fan flower as well. It would at least creep along the ground more. So I actually pulled out this hydrangea that never flowered this year because I don't tolerate non-flowering. If you're supposed to flower, you're going to flower or you're going to go. So I've got some green markers or orange markers in. That's where some new roses are going to go. That Playing the Blues salvia did the best it's ever done for me there. I guess it was put in a spot where it got enough sun. And that's only one plant. So the only problem is I've tried planting them along here and they don't get enough sun initially to get above. But they look really nice with the roses. Really nice. There's a Munstead bud in there. Here's a Queen of Sweden bud. They just really complement the roses. So maybe I can somehow figure that out, even if it means taking some stuff out. This is the first time that my lavender has turned black like that. Oh, what's going on there? So there's some more roses going in. I did. So there is. I've mentioned this before because it's been in for a few weeks. But that is the Incredible Blush hydrangea, because I really need color in this bed when the roses are out of bloom. Definitely got to remember that though. I need more Playing the Blues near all my roses, especially if they get full sun. So I have pulled out all of the Stand By Me clematis here because I can't do the flopping, and it worked. It grew up through there, but it grew up so tall that it came out the top, and it made those containers look horrible. So that doesn't work. I do like having containers there though. So we'll see if those last, or if I end up just putting like a shepherd's hook. But those shepherd's hooks don't seem very sturdy. So I might put another Incredible here too. I planted the wrong hydrangea there, and I'm annoyed at myself. I wanted the sky view, not the Tough Stuff Top Fun. But we're going to have a rose, and so I think we need an Incredible Blush in the middle. I'll have one down there, one here, and one there. I planted one down there yesterday. Only thing is I bet you the Incredible Lace would look really good in the middle of those two. Maybe I'll put an Incredible Lace there. Invincible Lace. We'll see. More roses going in there. I planted a couple of new roses yesterday. We have the name escapes me. I keep on wanting to say delphinium and it's not. But there's the Incredible Blush and the new rose there, which is, let's go around that side, Princess Elise from Heirloom Roses. That's down in there. I'm kind of hoping it grows up before the Incredible. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. Don't like the wire vine. Probably won't do that next year. I did move one of the Stand By Me clematis down there in front of Bring Me Sunshine. I don't know. Bring Me Sunshine's going to get tall. I planted a Earth Angel down in there. Again, hoping it grows up and gets tall before the hydrangeas fill out in the spring. But if it doesn't, I will trim back the leaves like I did to plant it. I tried digging up that hydrangea and I was able to get all the way around it except for the wall part. So it's still there. This hydrangea is putting on a lot of growth, but I still think it should come out because I think it only blooms on old wood. But if I don't have anything to put there, it might live another year. We'll see. I think I killed an Eden rose. But I have it in there, seeing if it will do something. Still need to get rid of the dead tree. Those coleus are doing great. It's very late in the season though, so I don't know. Those sun patients did not work in that box. Not sure why. I don't know. I don't know if they didn't get enough fertilizer. I don't think they are heavy feeders though. That's their one of their claim to fames is they can do sun or shade, and they don't require as much feed as petunias. That petunia, that combination there did real well this year. Very happy with that potato vine, and that looks like fuchsia, but I don't know the difference between fuchsia and magenta petunia. But that one didn't die, so there's that. Like that combination I've mentioned before in videos. I grew those. The Dichondra Silver Falls myself. I like this here. I kind of like the little bit of a wild structure to it. We'll see. My hydrangeas have flopped in this rain that we got. I cut my Queen of Sweden's back by like half this year, and they're still taller than me. So they get pretty tall. That one and Vanessa Bell are probably my two tallest. I have one here that's going rogue on me. Don't know what that one is. Might be James Galway. Don't know. I have them packed in there so close that I think I lost a poet's wife because of it. There's a poet's wife, I think, buried in there somewhere that I lost. See, these sun patients don't get, well, the ones on the very right side of the box, they get 0 sun, so they must need some sun. Is what I'm seeing. That, I believe, is the Medusa sweet potato vine, which is okay. Again, not much sun, so maybe that's why. I don't know. Little bit disappointed, I think, in the sun patients this year. Well, let's just say they don't do well in shade. Things are just kind of going over. I will rearrange, take that bush raspberry or bush blackberry out of there next year. Creepin' Jenny did fine. Do need to make sure it doesn't hit the ground. I've been dealing with that for a few years. There's another thing I want to point out so I don't forget. I own only 2 of those bloom. That one's got some buds on it now. But I don't know what the deal is. Why only 2 of them? They wouldn't be the 2 that would get the most sun either. I don't know. The elephant ear is starting to look a little bit ratty. I could take that one leaf off there. I planted an invincible lace down in there, and I think I'm gonna plant a climber rose. I'm gonna try again. I had a Zephyrin Druin. Down in there. Evening rose is finally blooming. That got huge. That Sun King Aurelia. I have a Julia Child rose down behind there. And with the anemones. I planted another invincible lace over here. Should probably cut stuff back off of that weeping blue spruce there. My blue Siobhan Rosa Sharon is still blooming. It's a beautiful color blue. Need to decide. This area gets neglected. Decide what I'm gonna do there. The storm hibiscus is finally starting. That thing is massive. Definitely don't need to plant anything near that. I do have these little catmint nepeta. I want to plant some of them, I think, around roses too, to kind of cover up the bare stalks of the roses. Not typically a huge fan of that. That willow just gets out of control. I don't know. I keep trying to manage it and like raise the canopy, but I don't know. It's a lot of work. But it is very much also a statement there, so. I like the Salvia Amistad there. It just really doesn't need anything planted at its feet. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm that person that can just plant like 3 Salvia Amistad in there and wait for something to happen. Definitely did not need the coffee cups in there. They could go somewhere else where they would probably be happier. I will eventually replace these chives. They're too tall for me for front of the border. I'll probably make more of a drift of the Let's Dance Sky View, because I really like that hydrangea. This year it seems like my focus has really been hydrangeas, roses, and the hardy hibiscus. I just got to remember that I really don't need to plant anything. That hardy hibiscus can pretty much stand alone in that bed. Doesn't need the dahlias that I put in there. This did really well for me, even though I don't like the color of the geranium. Get it growing some new ones maybe here if I trim it up a little. Again, fan flower, definitely a favorite. Definitely a spiller option. Definitely going to try some different colors too. Pink, and maybe it comes in yellow. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I gotta do something with that. It's drooping down on everything. I just don't know. I got a lot going on there, so eventually it might. I have a weeping white spruce there, or a weeping Norway, not sure which. Got 2 peonies. I've got a, whatchamacallit, Japanese maple. There's a lot going on. A hardy hibiscus that needs to come out of there. It's too much for there. I don't know. I really kind of like the willow. Not ready for that to go yet. Just wish it would be taller. Taller habit. Then weep, I guess. I don't know. I could trim it back. Here's my Candy Crush. It's one of my favorites, but it might need to be moved. That Bartzella peony might be too big for it now. So my Lady is Shallot has not, it's got 2 blooms on it. Did not bloom for me this year. A whole half of it died. I think it's because of, I was trimming on it. I was trying to root some cuttings, which I'm no good at and not really supposed to do. I wasn't going to sell them anyway, but anyway. Wow, my pink, reminiscent pink tag there is not working out. I should replace that, or I'll forget what that is. This one looks like it might be getting a new bud on it. These ones I transplanted. That Invincible Limetta wants to flop on me. Not sure why, but it was just newly planted. Blue Jangles, we'll see how you do. You're new. This is all dressed up, I think. I don't know. One of those 2 new ones I transplanted. I think it's that one is all dressed up. That one is Munstead. that I moved out from behind there. Munstead's definitely a front of the border rose. Definitely don't need 2 of the lavender crush hardy hibiscus, so I could remove one of those. That dark sweet potato vine there is the one that did the most, and I still wouldn't say it did much. Very awesome. I don't find it quite so awesome. I don't know why. I'm not crazy about the color. It's kind of a drab pink or something. I don't know. 2 of them, I got 2 of them though, and they're huge. So one of them's probably gonna go. Not sure if it's that one or if it's that one. Probably that one. No, I don't know. I do want to plant more roses. Gladiolas, that's what that green one was in the front. Gladiola's one of the prettiest flowers, but it does that. It flops. And they're so tall that I guess if I got an arbor like that, maybe. That's not a bad idea because I do really like the white as well. All right, so note to self. Tall metal arbor in the spring so they can grow up through it. Because that one there would be tall enough. Same, both of the ones I bought at Amazon would be tall enough. That one's a little fatter, so it might allow more of them to grow up through. Because they all grew up through it fine. Just, yeah, I don't know. That blue tree back there looks pretty, and with the dew or whatever on it this morning. But I'm probably going to take out this too. I'm on a rose kick. This year it's a rose kick, so I could fit. And I've taken roses out of there. I had a couple die and a couple revert, I think, back to red. Probably what was on their original root. But if I took out those 2 things, I could fit quite a grouping of roses there. I do have a watermelon hardy hibiscus there that needs to be planted in the ground. I did like that color a lot better than Berry Awesome. So maybe it'll just end up going right below where it's planted. I don't know. Maybe I should take out both Berry Awesomes and put the watermelon there. That's probably the better idea. That reminiscent pink tag is holding up better. Oh, I planted a new rose here. A reminiscent coral maybe since the last time I filmed. Don't know what that rose is. It's a peach colored one. I got more roses coming, so who knows. We'll see. I like this container, and for the most part, the grape punch held up. I did lose grape punch out of that large container. But maybe it's because I didn't get any sun. I don't know, because this grape punch is held up. This container's done really well, so maybe it's just because the water's right. These sun patients are doing okay. Yeah. Tall blue ageratum. Gonna grow more of that next year. That would look nice with roses too, maybe. It's kind of tall. But maybe behind roses. Be a good accent color. Not as crazy about the sedum in the ground. Need to get that blue fortune under control. That's huge. Bought an absolute pollinator magnet. So this island bed for the end of August has the most color. And I really have kind of changed my mind about the new look Dusty Miller. Since I have this, I forget what it's called, Senecia, there, it really kind of makes sense to have some white color there, and it really stands out. I kind of like that grouping with the tall blue ageratum, the purple sun patience, and then the Dusty Miller behind it. This, I'm not crazy about those two purples together. It's okay. That Superbena is my favorite. I don't really have a place where it's really like showcased either. But that is my favorite Superbena. And that Coleus has done the best this year. I see it's trying to flower. So we'll get rid of those. We don't do flowers on Coleus. Prolong its life. Wow, it really was going for it. This be this new rain we got. Gave it some new energy. Man, there are a lot of buds. That Coleus Newly Noir did the best for me this year. That grape punch is getting leggy, but we really are getting towards the end of the season. I have another hardy hibiscus tucked in there. I think that one is Valentine something or other. So we'll see. Might not be the exact place for a bright red. But this will be the first time it's bloomed, so I'm excited about that. That Salvia Amistad might not be, if I'm going to keep this Blue Fortune here, that Salvia Amistad might not be a bad option to kind of, for a thriller, to kind of be a thriller in front of that Blue Fortune. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Let's take a quick walk around here. Did notice that two more of these, or some of these have buds. So maybe they're finally gonna bud or bloom. It's supposed to be a hedge. That's another thing I'd like to know is my jazzberry did fine too in the ground. I don't think I had any jazzberry in a container. This container did fine, but that's not really my color of, it's too light. Petunia. Silverberry, maybe? That's what that's called. My mums are coming back. They survived, overwintered. Looks like they're, I'm not sure what ones they are. I do see a tag down there. It says homecoming. So maybe that's homecoming? I don't know. I planted a couple different ones. Homecoming, I see a tag for homecoming, and I see a tag for Spoon Mum Starlet Yellow Copper. Yeah, that tag will never make it in again. I don't know what that one is back there. So there's also what do you call? Bloom in the spring. I wonder if these seeds have fallen out, and I wonder if they will self-seed more. Forget what they're called. Got some roses still going for it over here. To be careful, because sometimes there's bees sleeping in them. Look like they're having a little trouble opening. Not sure which one that is. I don't see a tag on it. This one's Claire Austin, and it was probably my favorite this year for pink roses. Woolerton Old Hall, still really going for it. Small flower, but color perfection in a rose. I trimmed this. Oh, I trimmed all this way back, and it needs more. This. I forget the name of it, but it actually has berries, which I was surprised. I didn't know they, it's a, what do you call it? Elderberry. Variegated elderberry from Proven Winners. This is a honeysuckle. Kinsley's Ghost. was trying to run it along the fence. Took a lot of it, cleaned it out. I like things to be kind of open-ish. I mean, I like that to look like a room in there. And it does. But I'm not real big on wild. And this Kinsley's Ghost is getting pretty wild, so. But I didn't mess with it too much because there was a wren that I was concerned might have had a nest, but she has moved on. Thought about actually trying to braid some of these. All right, I think that's it. Got some more Nepeta over there that I could move in front of roses. It's a really short one though, so I don't know. All right, that's all for now.